Hello. My name is Darren Barrett and I play the trumpet. My close friends, you guys all are, know me as DB. And I would like to welcome you to all things brass and technology. Yes. Oh yes. Today, on this channel, today's the day. I would like to do a review on this. This is the Lotus TurboWood Mouthpiece, the 3XL3. Yes, man. Look at this thing, man. That's fancy packaging. Look at these guys, man. I like that. There you go. The 3XL3. Yeah. So, man, oh man. That's what we're going to do today. Let's get into this bad boy. We're going to talk more about it. But, listen, before we get to this, I got to let you know that I just dropped a new record on December 1st. It's a new series. Because I have all these different recording projects. So this is a new recording project, which will be ongoing. And it's under the banner of this channel, All Things Brass and Technology. And this recording is just called All Things Brass and Technology. And on this recording, I just explore my use of effect pedals with the trumpet. And we're shifting all kinds of different moods. It's a 43-minute journey. So I'm going to leave some information throughout this video so you could go support DB and check it out. So on all streaming platforms, it's called All Things Brass Technology. It's going to be an ongoing project. And really all it's going to cover is things that I discuss on this channel. So, you know, I could, let me see, let's say if I'm working on chromatic motion with improvisation, I do a video on that. I may do a whole recording project based around that. You dig? Or let's say, let's say I'm working on octave jumps. I could write music that's based around octave jumps, and I do a video on octave jumps and how I achieve these things. And I do a whole recording project on that. So I think it's really exciting. It's very interactive because it'll be based off of things that I bring you on this channel. So go check that record out. It's on all streaming platforms. And I'll have more information on that recording throughout this video. But for now, let's get to this Lotus TurboWood Mouthpiece. And guess what? You know what's next. Let's get it. All right, here you go, man. All things brass and technology, man. We blast off. Man, what a great time, man. 2023 has been a really fun year in regards to making music. I've been really busy. You know, I promise I'm going to bring you a lot more content. I've just been so busy recording. But there's so much great things coming down the pipe. Like this. You better watch it, man. You see this thing? The Teenage Engineering KO2. Man, this thing is, whoa! That's a nice piece of tech. I got a lot of reviews coming on a lot of things, man. I'm really behind. I get stacked up. Synths, more mouthpieces, all kinds of stuff. But I'm going to catch up and bring you content and keep you entertained. You dig? I love what I do. I really love what I do. It's a lot of different things. I love it. I love all of them. You dig? All right. So, the Lotus team, Adam Rapper. Hey, sending love and respect out to Adam Rapper. Man, this guy gives the brass community so much free knowledge. He's just on social media teaching constantly. You got to give this guy some respect and love. I know a lot of trumpet players that really can play and they won't show you anything. They're like, well, if I show you, then you'll be able to do it. Hey, it's a blessing when you find people that will share their knowledge. You know, hey, man, we all hear music differently. Just because you gain a technique doesn't mean that you're going to sound like that person that showed it to you. You know, we're all trying to get to our own path. So, you know, I really respect the fact that Adam's always on social media showing, you know, brass players how to get better. Got to respect that. So love and respect to Adam. Charlie, yeah. And my dear Henrik, all from the Lotus Trumpet team, thank you for sending this mouthpiece out to me. And this mouthpiece was sent to me for review. But, you know, disclaimer, everything that I expressed to you about this mouthpiece, they have no influence over what I share with you. And they do not see the video before it goes live on this channel, All Things Brass and Technology. Let's get to this. Hey, and by the way, it's been crazy. There's been probably 100 trumpet players that hit me up and say, yo, D, what's up, man, with the TurboWood? When are you going to review it? I'm waiting for your review. I'm waiting for your review. Then I'll make my decision from there. I'm like, whoa, you're waiting for my review? Yes. There was a lot, over 100 trumpet players hit me up, man, asking me about this mouthpiece. So I have to say, man, thank you for trusting. Thank you for following me and this channel, All Things Brass Technology. And thank you for trusting my word. I try to just tell you what I feel. If I like it, I'll tell you I like it. If I don't like it, I'll tell you I don't like it. But just because I don't like something doesn't mean that it will not work for you. Because we're all different. We all learn differently. We all feel differently. And so just because I may not like something doesn't mean that it's not for you. And just because I like something still doesn't mean that you will like it. So I just want to get that out of the way. Let's get to this Lotus. Bam. Bam. TurboWood. Man. Okay, what I like to do, I always like to go to their, whoever I'm reviewing. Not all the time, but I'm, usually with mouthpieces. I like to go to their website and, so I could put my eyes on it to see what they're talking about, trying to get into their mindset, of marketing and selling it to you guys. I always like to see their poetry, what they come up with, to, get it out to you. So let me see what's happening here. Let me do some speed reading real quick. You see, we're playing the song, great for, not so good for, 1 second, just writing it. And rapper, Ashton Barker, registered, spectrum, frequently asked questions. All right, I think I'm ready. Let's get it. So I guess, what are they talking about here, man? They got 1 second. Let me go up here. Due to material shortage, our TurboWood stock has sold out. They're currently unavailable. We are working on a solution. They will be available on our website again when they're ready. Yeah, they got a shortage, and they said, listen, they'll be ready when we get them. That means wait. Yeah, Dick. That's that. Hey, man. That's okay. So they're not available right now. Okay. Introducing a truly, look at that, man. I like this. Introducing a truly new class of mouthpieces with unique tonal and playing characteristics. The Lotus TurboWood, man. You better watch it, man. These guys got some, they dealing with some tech. They got a wooden mouthpiece. Now listen, excuse me. I know Constal, I think so. Constal had, I got some around here. Constal had some wooden mouthpieces. But I remember that the rim, I got to go grab them. There, I have some here. The rim was metal and the cup was wood. Yeah. Let's keep on seeing what these cats is talking about, man. How does a TurboWood mouthpiece perform? When you play soft, it's even warmer and sweeter. When you play loud, I don't like that word loud, man. Oh, he sounds loud. Or they sound loud. I know we get it. But I like when you play full. I like that better. It's even louder. And meaner. I don't want the music to sound mean. I know what they're trying to say. But Professor William Fielder always taught. It's about the attainment of beauty. Like the human voice. The attainment of beauty is what we should be going after. Mean. I understand what they're saying, though. I get it. There is noticeably more headroom. Oh, I like that. That's studio talk. Headroom, I get that. To play louder than on the same mouthpiece. What? There's noticeably more headroom to play louder than on the same mouthpiece in brass, bronze, or nickel. In other words, TurboWood has a higher max capacity of volume output. Okay. I don't know about that. Wood? Hey, that's some serious tech. I know that metal is powerful. And you're saying that the wood has a higher volume output? Are you trying to sell us, Lotus? Okay, Adam refers to this extra volume as beast mode. I like beast mode. Yeah. Bow. I like that. Beast mode is all right with D. Yeah, let's see what else they got. Let's go through this. Great for, okay, what this mouthpiece is great for. Playing in extreme temperatures, such as outside gigs in the winter. The wood never feels cold on your lips, even in an extremely cold climate. Players who are looking for the warmest tone possible. I like that. Players who want a higher maximum volume capacity. That could come in handy. Sometimes you need to blaze. It's all right. Not so good for players who don't have a well-developed control of their airstream. The same effect that makes the tone warmer and sweeter when you play softly can diffuse the sound and make articulations too fluffy or undefined for beginners or intermediate players. Okay. If you have a diffused tone quality and want it to be more centered, you'll likely be better off with a mouthpiece made in brass, bronze, or nickel silver. Not many classical players have chosen a TurboWood mouthpiece for traditional classical repertoire so far. However, we'd be happy to be proven otherwise. Well, I don't know. Maybe they just don't feel that it works for them. Maybe they're onto something. I don't know. Let's keep reading. Adam Rapper and Ashlyn Parker. Yeah, man. Ashlyn can play, man. Have been our long-term play testers. Here are their experiences. Okay. Let me see. Let's see what they're talking about. The material feels very comfortable on their lips, especially after extremely long days of playing. For example, in our Ashlyn played an intense 18 gigs in 10 days. Wow. And exclusively on the TurboWood 3M. He says that this was the first time he didn't develop some kind of blisters on his lips after such an intense period of playing. Okay, it's all right. I don't really have much to say about that. That's that man's experience. That's what's up. Okay. The lower register is even more open and rich with a remarkable vibrating quality that you can literally feel in your face and bones. Hey, I like that. I like when I feel the vibration in the hands. That's all right. The material vibrates much more, and it actually transfers more vibration into your skull. Okay? This added form of physical feedback makes it even easier to hear and feel your sound in a loud environment. All right. Let's keep reading. The spectrum of tone colors is even wider across the volume range, giving you the ability to make micro changes in tone color for added drama and even greater artistic nuances. Now, I'm all for that. I'm all for equipment that will allow you to create. Of course, we want equipment that we feel comfortable on and we could, get to what we're trying to get to, but I'm all for equipment that just allows us to feel free and to feel invincible, just to feel, how could I say it? Just to feel comfortable going for some stuff, because as creative musicians, sometimes we hear some crazy stuff. And we want the equipment to be right there with us to be able to go for what we're hearing, and as a jazz musician, in real time. You dig? So yeah, I like that. That's very cool. All right. Let's get to some play testing. For these examples, I will be using the Lotus TurboWood 3XL3. And I will be using this Getson Edwards Generation 1 modular trumpet that you could hear on my newest release, Darren, Barrett, All Things Brass and Technology. This is the horn that I play on that entire piece with the Lotus, this mouthpiece here, which is a Lotus 3XXL in bronze. 3XXL in bronze. I love this mouthpiece. I don't know if they're going to manufacture it. I don't know. I haven't heard anything. I don't know if they're going to release it, but that mouthpiece is bananas. That's, I've been playing that mouthpiece for maybe 3 months now. As I said, that's the mouthpiece I'm using on this new release, and I am also use it on another release that's coming out this year, which is a Christmas single, Old Tannenbaum. That's coming up. And it's phenomenal, man. I love it. It's, I think I probably recorded around 5 records on it already. Sounds great. I love the way. It's just a great mouthpiece. We'll talk more about that. But let's get back to this. Let's do some play testing on this TurboWood. And then I'll give you my final thoughts. If you should spend your hard-earned money on this thing, let's get it. The first playing example will be tonguing. I ask myself this question. Well, how do you tongue as it pertains to a brass instrument? My answer. There are 2 parts to the tongue. There's the attack, which is the front of the note, and then there's the body, which is the follow-through of the note. The attack uses consonant, like t, 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 t. The follow-through or body uses vowels, A, E, U. So when you put it together, you get t, which is the attack, and then you get E, T. The E is a follow-through, or t, ah, t, E, t, oo. Yes, and when we tongue, we don't stop the air. We keep the air flowing like a continuous long tone. Tonguing. Let's get it. Hey, man. I could tongue on this thing all day, and I'll be able to say what I need to say. Yes, and after I say what I need to say, I get my pay. That's what's up. Yeah, listen, man. It felt good. Kind of surprised. I love the metal. I love metal mouthpieces, but this surprisingly, I could tongue on it well. That's all right. Let's keep it moving. Range. Slurring through registers. Power. Let's get it. Hey, okay. Everybody relax. I know trumpet players. They're like, yeah, it sounds a little rough. Listen, I can be flexible on this mouthpiece. I'm really surprised. I can be. You know, I went up to the double C. You'll never hear me play over a high G. I just don't hear music over that high, the G. You know, you can go through my discography and I don't think you'll hear me playing higher than that high G. You dig? As I said, I don't hear music that high, but I have nothing against it. But that is something that I do want to work on because I don't play that high, but I want to try to be able to play that high where it sounds romantic, which is extremely difficult. You know, to play in those extreme registers, but for it to sound romantic. Like when you hear Miles on, you know, I think, what is it? I don't know if he goes up. I can't remember how high he goes up on My Funny Valentine. The live, I don't know if it's 4 or more. I can't even remember. But boy, is his sound as he ascends in the upper register gets even more beautiful, man. That's, for me, if I'm going to try to play high, I want it to sound like extreme. I want it to sound beautiful, and it's very difficult to do. You know, at any rate, on this TurboWood Mouthpiece, I can get around on it, man. Yay. Let's keep it moving. Let me play some snakes. Let's get it. Let me play something romantic. Oh, hey man, we're in the Christmas season. And you better go check out my Christmas CD from 2011 called A Very Barrett Christmas. Let me show you a picture of it. Put your ears on that bad boy. That's a nice disc. Let me play Christmas Time Is Here just a little bit from that record. Let's get it. That's it. The Lotus TurboWood Mouthpiece review from yours truly, DB. In the place to be, always coming faithfully straight down the middle. Don't sleep. It's over. And these are my final thoughts. Henrik, my dearest, Adam, and the Lotus Trumpets family, congratulations on putting together a great piece of tech. It's very brilliant. Very brilliant. You know. I'll say this. As you heard in the video, I am able to darken it up, brighten it up. I could articulate on it. I could do everything creatively that I want to do on this mouthpiece, without a doubt. So I give it my full endorsement. For all the people that are asking me, hey, we want to hear what you think about it, DB. There it is. It's a great piece of tech. And it's a great addition to the tools that we have as brass players in the brass community. Now I'll say this, though. It's not for me. Maybe I'm old school. I'm very, I really try to think outside of the box. I really try to think, for the future, of where things are going. But for me, I like the metal. I like the feel of the metal. And I'll tell you the truth, I'm being very transparent. I'm a Bach guy. I like Bach mouthpieces. B-A-C-H. Bach. My favorite. Yes. After Bach, I go to Monet. But I'm a Bach guy. I like the Bach from when I was a kid, man. Bach mouthpieces. For me, that's it. But I'll tell you this. I keep on coming back to this. This Lotus. Get this bad boy in focus. This Lotus 3XL in bronze has been my main mouthpiece now for around 3 months. I've probably recorded around 10 records on it, gigs. And it's really something special. I hope they release it. I was talking to Henrik the other day, and he said, man, how's your range on it? Fine. I get around that, no problem. As I said, the new record, All Things Brass and Technology, was recorded with that mouthpiece. The forthcoming Autumn Bomb Christmas releases, all on this mouthpiece. This is my main mouthpiece for now. I switched out the Bach for the time being. I'm giving this some time. It hasn't turned on me yet. And so I prefer, even if it wasn't Lotus, I prefer metal mouthpieces. Now, this definitely can work, without a doubt. So if you were holding off on purchasing one, grab one if you can. Just have it be a part of your arsenal, or even just to try it out. I have Constel mouthpieces here that are wood with metal rims. I was just trying them out. But this is a great addition. So congratulations to the Lotus Company. Is in order. A few more formalities. The company was nice enough to send me 2 of these. I'm keeping one. And the other one will be a giveaway. So let me see. I'm trying to figure out. Let me ask a question that you have to answer. And the first person that answers it will get this. We'll get one of these. Lotus TurboWood 3XL3. This is a giveaway. So let me think about a question. Okay, I got it. The question is going to be about me. Excuse me. There is a competition in the world, jazz competition, that is the biggest competition in the world. Jazz competition. For years it was called the Thelonious Monk International Jazz Composition. And then the Monk people pulled out and Herbie Hancock pulled in. Now it is the Herbie Hancock International Jazz Competition. Something like that. But the question is this. I won that competition years back. I came in first. I collected my $20,000 prize. You dig? Whoever could tell me what year I won the Thelonious Monk competition, international competition, what year that was, and it has to be the right year. Whoever answers that question in the comments first will win this. And I'll send it out to you. I'll even pay for shipping. I'll pay for shipping. Even if it's international. It's on me and Lotus. Okay, so that's a giveaway. And there's going to be a lot more giveaways on this channel. You know, because you guys support me. And, you know, I do share my knowledge with you. But I want to give you more. Why not? It's family. Yeah. Okay, so whoever answers that will get one of these mouthpieces that you can't even get right now because of material shortages. Remember, I have a new record out, All Things Brass Technology. It dropped December 1st. Please go check it out and support me. I have a Christmas single coming out. I'm trying to get it out for December 15th, 2023, and it's O Tannenbaum. It's good. Features some great musicians. So keep your eyes and ears open for that. Thank you so much. I know this video was a long one, but I enjoyed it. Thank you for hanging out with me, especially if you stayed to the end. As always, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for the support. And I will see you soon.